Hello friends, look! It's a live battle report. How exciting. Sadly we have no cheesy intro, but I was visiting down in Farnborough for Warfare, which is a tournament report coming very, very soon. And I caught up with the lovely Florence, who is a rising star in the Kings of War community. This is her first year, and she's been doing very well. Self-styled Queen of Elves, something like that, anyway. And so she agreed to meet up with me before we went to Warfare at Aldershot Games, which is a very cool gaming store that I have not noticed before. And it's got like 3 floors of gaming rooms, some very, very cool stuff. I unfortunately bought too many things again. And we had a couple of games of Kings of War, but this time she did not bring her Sylvan kin. She brought her Kingdoms of Men to have a man off to see who is the most manly of men, or womanly of men. So yeah, we have 2 Kingdoms of Men armies. Mine is my tournament list that I was taking to Warfare, and hers is a fun list that she put together, because that seems to be the sensible thing. So let's have a look at those lists. So this is my Kings of Men list. This is the list I was taking to Warfare, and I will go through it again in the Warfare video. However, it's kind of a progression of the list that I have been playing with, but I've tried to make it more mixed arms, because I think mixed arms is the way to go. And I will explain that as I go through. So I have a Horde of Spear Phalanx. So a Horde of Spear Phalanx is just a very nice tar pit. No one wants to fight it because it is ensnaring and phalanx, and it's got a massive nerve, right? So it's a great thing to stick in the middle of your battle line. To support that, I've got 2 regiments of Foot Guard. The Foot Guard are the knights, essentially. They are indomitable. Well, they are melee 3 critically, but a higher nerve, 14-16, whereas I think Spear Phalanx coming at 13-15. Only 12 attacks as opposed to 15 for Spear Phalanx. So these are pretty punchy. These are going to get, by the way, with command dice. So I suppose I should add that because Warfare was really only this month, it was with the pre-Clash 24 rules. So no command dice or anything like that. So Foot Guard, or regiments of, are going to get spectacularly better with the run them down command on the command dice, which allows them to be melee 3. Or one of them to be melee 3 per round, which is really pretty cool. I have added in a regiment of crossbow block, which is part of my kind of mixed arms part. So I've taken as much shooting as you can, 1995 points, really. Not, wow, that's a slight exaggeration. So let's quickly jump ahead. So we have 2 ballista here. Ballista are just great, 2 is fine. I haven't taken any other siege engines because they're a little bit more expensive. Crossbow block, really, it's just a little bit of extra point shooting. Yeah, unit strength 2. And I've taken the Outlaws formation, which is freaking incredible, guys. You are sleeping on this. Oh, but they only shoot on a 5. Shut up. They're 80 points. They're 8 shots on 5s for 80 points. It's really good with 24 inches and steady aim, and they never take cover unless they're actually in the cover. So they ignore obscured, not concealed. This is really good, and there's 2 of them, and they score, and you get the Brigand with it, who has a piercing 1 bow with 4 shots on a 4, as well as crush 1, and he still has volley fire, and he's inspiring. This formation is really good. It's really good. Believe me. You have to trust me. You have to trust me. It's my channel. Anyway, so that's all the shooting I've taken, which is a lot more shooting than I've ever taken with Kings of Men, and I think it's really good. Apart from crossbow block, who are terrible. Beast Cavalry with all of the trimmings and the boots of striding. And then a giant. I actually wanted 2 giants, but I couldn't write a list with 2 giants that I liked. Which is why I've never finished painting the giant that's sitting next to me on the desk. He's half painted and looking at me accusingly. With a Slayer upgrade. And because I just hope I don't face dwarves. An army standard bearer with the loot for Bane Chant, and then a wizard with just Bane Chant. So 2 very, very cheap Bane Chanters. Realistically, the army standard bearer is way better because he's got the aura of Life Leech. It's actually only Life Leech 1 because it's the pre-Clash of Kings rules. Life Leech +1. And ignore that. because he's 75 points, and you get very inspiring in life leech. Whereas Withers is 70. Oh, he's 50 points. Wow, 25 points for inspiring. You get the aura, whatever. So 2 Bane Chanters, because you need 2 Bane Chanters, because I cannot roll 2 4s to save my life. 2 Generals on Winged Beast, because they are just fabulous. They're not quite good enough, I think, to really deserve their reputation of fear. But they are pretty good. 14-16 is just a little too low. But they do have Crush Through Thunder 1, which is amazing. And they are nimble. And they are speed 10. And they do have 7 attacks. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I think they're great. Yeah, that's my list. 15 units, 21 unit strength. Let's have a look at Flo's quote-unquote fun list. So her fun list is just all the things she doesn't normally take that she wants to take, I think. So she has a pole arms block, which she was trying to make great again. Pole arms used to be really good because you could take troops of them. Imagine troop upon troop upon troop of incredibly cheap melee 4 crush 1 troops. Anyway, thanks Tom Robinson. You can't take those anymore. So she's taken a horde of them. It's 3 though, which is not great. 2 regiments of spear phalanx, ensnaring phalanx. So exactly the same as mine, but the smaller version with this very puny nerve, but they do have indomitable will. And then a regiment and a horde of foot guards. So the regiment has 2-handed weapons for crush 1, making them defense 4. The horde does not. It is the defense 5 horde. They've both got indomitable will. Indomitable will, if you don't know, is the special Kingdoms of Men ability that loads of other humans have as well, which allows you to you activate it, and then for that turn you are fearless and inspired. You have to activate it if you want to be fearless and inspired. So if you're wavered, it's great to activate. If you are away from inspiring and you forget to activate it, that's annoying. So a regiment of horde. The horde's got hammer of measured force, which I do not agree with. I think hammer of measured force is a trap because you should take Bane Charm. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion. She's got Beast Cavalry as well, with all the trimmings as well, but she's given them Brew of Haste, making them a meaty 300 points. Mine's only 295. Way cheaper and better, am I right? But they do fly 22 and a charge. Kind of scary. Army Standard Bearer with the loot. That's how they come. Life Leech 1, baby. She's taken an assassin, which I love. In the new rules, Duelist triples their attacks. This assassin is terrifying, especially with Scythe of the Harvester. Rampage. This is a great. This is what you should be taking as a character killer in Kingdoms of Men in Clash of Kings 24, because I think it's brilliant. It's speed 6. It's got a throwing dagger, right? Individual stealthy, crush 1, vicious for only 95 points. Oh, what a great character. Super, super, super good idea. And then she's taken a character that I don't know if you remember this or not, that I tried before. Did I do a battle report? Who knows? A Fanatic Instigator with the wings of the Honey Maze. On paper, this looks great. Can charge up to 23 with that wild charge D3. Crush 1. Mighty. It's totally let down. 6 attacks and a dash 14, right? Super good. That's great. Totally let down by not being inspiring. If this character was inspiring, it would be absolutely fantastic, but it's not, because it's so fast with the wings of Honey Maze. Always ends up flying off on its own, always ends up dying. So I think that really makes this an expensive option. My opinion, just my opinion. And then a Wizard on a Peg with Conjure Staff, Bane Chant, Veil of Shadows. Pop fact, Conjure Staff does not work on Veil of Shadows, because it's a unique spell. It only works on the Bane Chant. General and Winged Beast, to whom she has given a Mead of Madness to make him charge 21, which is very scary. And then the Outlaws, because she ain't stupid. She knows how good they are. So 1 less unit than me. How many more unit strength? Wow, 3 more unit strength because of all this infantry. So let's have a quick look at our battlefield. So you'll have to forgive, I've already shown it to you, the skew width position of the camera. That's because the ceiling in this place was a little bit lower than I expected. Yeah, and my GoPro stopped working, so we were on my other camera. which is still a good camera, so you should get a decent view. This is zoomed in, which is why it's a little bit blurry. But the terrain-wise, this is a hill, height 3. This is a hill, height 3. We're using the store's terrain, so if you don't like it, tough, it's not mine. This is a cool piece of blocking terrain that I found. Height 9, blocking terrain. And this is another piece of the same set, height 9. We have a forest, height 9, forest, height 9. Here is a wall. Here is a wall. They are height 2. And these are some difficult terrain, kind of this aquarium terrain. Height 1, possibly. Difficult terrain here, height 1. Right, so this kind of weird aquarium. It's quite, you can see things balanced on it already. Yep, so that's the terrain we have on the board. Let's have a look at deployment. Alright, so I win sides. So I have claimed the side with the hill. I think in the hill and the forest, I looked at the big curvy piece of terrain. I thought I don't really want to be trapped behind that, but you can do some nice fun things with flyers, so I gave that side to Flo and started deploying. The first thing I deployed, as I always do, is a general on each side, which I call the Page Neo deployment, according to Mo Gaddafi. Yeah, so Page always does that with flyers, and I think it's a grand idea. So one flyer each side just keeps your opponent guessing. They're so fast you can redeploy them anytime you like. I've deployed them this time 3 inches back from that 12-inch line because I don't want them to be charged by a Fanatic Instigator, depending on where the Fanatic Instigator goes. Flo plonks down. She plonks down her outlaws on the right, on her left, our right of the board up here. And then kind of all her infantry in the middle. So we've got some pole arms in the middle that end up on this kind of rough terrain. And they're going to be stuck there for a little while. And next to them is the horde of the foot guard, who are pretty scary because they hit on a 3, even though they only wound on a 4. All her other infantry goes here on the left side of the board, along with her general and I think with Fanatic Instigator together. And then last but not least, the Beast Cavalry go down here behind the fortress. So against all that fast flying stuff, all I've given is the outlaws. Because I don't really mind about it. I should say the scenario, didn't I? I didn't talk about the scenario, my goodness me. So we are playing Compass Points. Compass Points is a new scenario. So where you, from the new Clash of Kings books, so though we're not playing the new Clash of Kings rules, we are playing a new Clash of Kings scenario. So you have 4 tokens on the board. I shall indicate them here. So the ones in the middle are worth 2 each. The one on your side is worth 1, and the one on the far side is worth 3. Is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's completely wrong. The ones in the middle are worth 1 point. The one on your side is worth 2, and the one on the other side is worth 3. That's more like it. That's 7 points, isn't it? So they are all objectives to be claimed. So I am not interested in this token over here on the left. I'm only interested in the one on Flo's side of the board and the one on the right, because I think 5 points means a win. 4 points means a win. 4 points means a win. We are not good at counting today. So I have stuck myself, my Spear Phalanx Horde right in the middle with both of the regiments either side of them. So one's the side of the building, the other one's the other side. I've put the crossbow block on the right hand side there because they've only got outlaws to face off against, and they're rubbish at shooting, doesn't matter. I've got a ballista facing down each of those arcs, and my giant is there next to the woods. The giant's going to use the woods to hide himself and try and get into that beast cavalry as much as possible. Yeah, my beast cavalry up behind my phalanx. This is the first time I haven't taken the captain, so I don't have the option to redeploy, which makes me very nervous. It's what it is. Okay, let's have a look at what happens in the first game. First round, which Flo wins. Actually, no, I'm tell a lie. I won it, and I asked Flo to go first because I wanted her to move up so I could shoot her without having to move, so I can use my volley fire. Okie dokie. So. The first thing that Flo does is move up her regiment of pikes here because the regiment of pikes, so she's measured from my beast cavalry, who are sitting slightly in back of my lines here, and obviously pikes aren't terribly afraid of beast cavalry. That would not be a good move, and there is obviously impending death from this giant horde. of very scary melee 3 defense 5 guys. On the right hand side, only one of the regiments unfortunately makes it into the woods to shoot my, I think, crossbows down that end. Now I have misled you, and I apologise for this, in indicating that her beast, a general long-winged beast, was down near the camera side of the board. It is in fact down that end. You can see that she has cleverly placed it behind this building, and she ends up placing it facing forwards against the building, and this is for a really good reason. So all the arc templaries are in place. Basically, I cannot charge her because I cannot charge that general. Because she's positioned it against the scenery, so all the arcs are kind of protected by that scenery, which puts him in a great place to kind of jump over the back of my lines next turn. So I need to be mindful of that. There is quite a kind of a reasonable arc, so I can probably move out of the arc of sight, so he can't charge things on this turn, but the next turn he can jump over the back, which I don't necessarily want. And then down the left-hand side now, I think Flo makes a small mistake here. She does have this little hero. You can see just about here is the instigator with wings. So that's her individual on a hill. So she has left me deliberately the opportunity to send my general down the flank, kind of to kind of here-ish, and then turn, and then she can just send the instigator into it, and they can just duke it out. The difference is that I think I win that fight because I've got more attacks and more defense, and more crush. So although it may take me a couple of turns, maybe 2 turns to chew through the instigator, that will then leave my general in her flank. So I'm going to go for that. And let's see how the rolling goes.
Let's try some shooting. They moved. But they got steady aim. They moved into cover. So, well, they 8 attacks. I've never actually used them.
8 attacks on 5s. So you get 8 attacks on 6 steady aim, so 6s.
8 attacks on 6s.
Against 2.
Against your crossbows, I guess.
6s and 3. 6s and 3s.
Is that a 6?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a wound then.
Yeah.
Cool. And the brigand's got 4 attacks.
Yep. So he'll be on 5s.
Okay, he's got hit.
Yep.
And he's got piercing 1, hasn't he?
So 2s.
It's another wound.
2 on the crossbows.
So I'm now going to rout them.
Yep. I mean, you're not.
It's 10.
That's definitely a number. That's definitely a number.
It's definitely a number. That's all the shooting I got.
Okay.
It really is pathetic shooting compared to my normal.
Right, so you're used to it. I've done 27 wounds.
8 shots on 6s. I'm just glad I actually did a wound.
Okay, so the first thing that I do, the joke we're making there is, of course, because Flo usually plays Sylvankin with 20 million shots. Anyway, the first thing I do is I do the thing. I put the general down the flank here and await the instigator's wrath. And then, I forgot to mention I have a giant. Anyway, but we'll come into that shortly. I realised I can't get... I'd hoped I could get my horde out of the line of sight by going 10 of the general, who is hiding behind the building here. I can't. So instead, I just move the horde up. I turn them slightly. I don't turn them over much because obviously Flo's beast cavalry are here. And I don't want to be charged in the flank. I want them to charge me in the front because I also have flank because we are all the same units. So the general has a bad choice there. My beast cavalry kind of turn so that they can't be seen by that general. And they're just kind of sitting there waiting for the general to jump over. And the giant moves up. I have a giant. I remember him. Here he is. The giant is this big chap here. He's moving up. He wants to fight beast cavalry. He can't wait for Flo's beast cavalry to come and play so that he can play with them because he's got Slayer. I just love to use it. I don't move my my outlaws who are kind of tapping into the woods here. We're going to shoot at something feeble. And to protect against Flo's general jumping over into the back of my lines, my general down here just kind of turns. So he's out of the arc of sight of Flo's general, but I'm facing nice down the line, so Flo can't just kind of jump in on me. Yeah, that's pretty much my turn. Then I know. Okay, so shouting. We are all going to shout at your dracons. No, your beast cav. So because we have volley fire,
You can ignore, but we'll take... No, because you're in it. You haven't moved yet. Never mind, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they all are.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah? So
You can just see enough of a corner that you can actually shoot at them unhindered.
So the first 8 on 5s.
5s and 5s. Good
1,
shooting,
2,
guys.
3 hits.
I hate dice that are not 6s.
2 wounds.
Wow.
8 shots on 5, baby. Second lot. 3 hits again. They are on fire.
Yeah. Can I have a look at those dice?
Yes. Take them. 1 wound.
1 wound.
The brigand is on 4s. 2 hits.
Does he have body fire?
Yes, and piercing. 4s. 2 more.
Wow. That's 5 wounds.
Sorry,
You managed to do 5 wounds with the Outlaws.
The Outlaws are fucking incredible.
No, they're not. They did 2 wounds.
Because you moved. If you don't move, they're great. This ballista is going to shoot with cover on them. So 5.
Can the ballista actually see them at all?
Yeah. I did. I missed anyway, but
Okay.
I checked.
Yeah, okay. The giant is so massive.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put 5 wounds on him. That's pretty good going.
This one will shoot...
No one.
Possibly no one.
No, there might be
So I think I'm going to shoot this boy.
There might be an obscured shot there, yeah.
5s. Nothing.
Not today.
And then these crossbows will shoot back at these bastards that shot them.
Okay.
He actually won't. He's going to shoot these guys instead.
Okay, 6s either way.
I think those guys are
maybe.
cover. Yeah, so I've got 5s on them. 10 shots on 5s.
Gonna get crossbowed. Have you just done good shooting with Kingdoms of Men?
People are always surprised. And then piercing 1, so
3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Okay. And then he hasn't got any spells.
The wizard hasn't got any spells.
He's got Bane Chant.
Oh.
That's it. Nerve on whichever this one.
Yeah.
4, they're fine.
Don't care.
Those, this one.
Yeah.
10?
10, 11, 12. They're 13, 15.
Okay.
You know that.
You say that confidently as if I do. I don't.
Well, that was a good turn one, wasn't it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to glue this magnet back on while you're doing your turn.
Okay, well.
Alright, some cool moves this turn from Florence. So the first thing is that the instigator goes straight into my general to duke it out. Let's see who is the toughest. And then, so on this side, the outlaws that I've got here in the woods aren't very scary, frankly. So these spear guys kind of come forward. They may or may not be within 10. I don't think it matters because, frankly, even in the flank, 6s and 4s is not scary, even with loads of them. However, there is another. This is the regiment of whatever they're called. Not Palace Guard. I want to say Palace Guard, but they're not called Palace Guard. Whatever they're called, Defense 5 guys. They are actually Defense 5 because they don't have Crush 1. Unlike the other guys who do. Or do these ones not have Crush? You know, I can't remember. Let's find out together. So exciting. It's only been like about two minutes since we looked at the army list, video-wise. But obviously 3 days in real life. So, and then in the middle here, so this little regiment of spears comes up and just kind of stares at my horde of spears and says, go on then, have a go. Because behind us is a giant horde of Crush 1 polearms who are coming down this side to kind of dominate this zone down here. And they want this zone to be theirs, and so they can claim the points. Look at that scenario. The Beast Cavalry come up behind them here, so the Beast Cavalry in a nice position, nothing can get to them. And in the end, I think one of the other outlaws moves into the forest. They're both now tipping the forest to shoot at stuff. In the world's most terrible shoot-off, which is outlaws versus crossbows. And then the general, who sadly couldn't jump where he wanted to behind the building to threaten my flanks, instead jumped all the way down to here. I think looking down at outlaws really, because that's just kind of a better place to position. There's nothing there that can really charge or damage him. I think Flo quite cleverly positioned him so that he was out of the arc of sight of the Beast Cavalry and out of the charge arc of the Brigand, who's down here behind the woods. So yeah, that was Flo's turn 2. Oh, I forgot to mention that this little figure here is the assassin who's not bad. And I think with the new Clash of Kings where Julius gets triple attacks, I think the Kingdoms of Men assassin is due a renaissance because he's got a lot of attacks and I think he's quite speedy. So yeah, the assassin's here just kind of going, go on in, charge me, somebody charge me. Ready to do nasty things to my characters.
Shooting over here. I need to play a bit faster, I've been fannying.
Engage, ranged weapons, picking a target, shooting, modifiers.
Okay, shooting them. 5s.
These guys?
Yeah. And 3s.
Sorry.
These guys. 5s and 3s.
That's a good roll. 4. And 2 more. 2 on these guys, so 4.
2, yeah. And then the brigand is 4s and 2s.
Oh, wait, sorry, one of those should be on 6s because you moved into the wood this turn.
Oh.
Let's say it was the first one, we didn't do anything anyway.
Okay.
Carry on.
4s and 2s. Have another wound.
So 5.
Cool. That's all my shoot. Oh, no, he's going to shoot as well. How many shots does he get?
3? 7? 402?
5 with piercing 2 on 4s.
5 on piercing 2.
Sorry, 5 on 4s with piercing 1, but with vicious.
You're just making up the rules. I'm joking. Carry on. So on these guys, yeah?
I've literally never used an
So
assassin.
4s and 4s.
4s and 4s with vicious.
Go for it. That's great. He's really good. 3. 2.
2 wounds. That's hilarious.
He's really good. He's going to have to die.
Okay, so nerve test on them. 5 plus 8.
13 is
13 is a wabber. Which they'll ignore because oh no, you can't put it on the crossbows.
No, they've got.
And these goes on 2 plus 9.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. Melee. I didn't charge it anywhere. Oh, over here. She's
Let's
got
go.
6.
7, 6, 7,
6.
3s,
3s.
5 hits.
And
Crush 1.
Crush 1.
Yeah.
Crush 1. So 4s.
One
Take a
wound.
wound.
Yep.
That's all we need. And then we just need to roll a waiver.
Nope.
No. Right.
So wound on the old general.
Have a turn 2.
You're probably thinking, wow, Steve, your voice went really quiet there for that section. And that's because my microphone fell off. And at some point, I noticed. Sorry about that. So, in response, I look at what I have and I think, wow, there's a great big scary horde here right in the middle. It hits really hard and it's really scary. And Flo's been kind enough to give me a triple charge. So I take it. I go, I do some maths, I do some counting, and I think, yeah, I think I've got that on a good day. So Dracons, one of the definitely not Palace Guard, whatever they're called, and the Giant go in, right? So we're just going to all kind of just try and crush the living smeg out of it, see what we do, because that puts us in a really strong place. Something's going to get charged by, not Dracons, Beast Cavalry. Something's going to get charged by Flo's Beast Cavalry, and probably an Assassin, but apart from that, I think it's a pretty good place. And on the right-hand side, the other, they're not even called Honor Guard. I'm going to look them up on my telephone while I'm talking. Honor Guard, whatever they're called, go into the Defense 3 guys. I'm not going to kill them, but I am going to hold them off for a fair amount of time, right? So I think that is probably something I should be getting on with. And then, what have we got? So I don't take the charge on the spears because what's the point? There's no point in charging in. And also, in order to get the triple charge off, I actually can't fit my horde in on those spears. So I kind of just leave my spears in front of them. They're called foot guard, of course they are. And I realise I have a line of sight from my general who was over here into their flank. And that's exactly where you want to take a general. So that was a little bit of a mistake by Flo didn't quite check the angle, so I do take that flank. I don't think maybe I won't kill them in one, maybe I will. Let's find out. And then down the bottom, obviously the general at the top just kind of counter charges the instigator. But on the bottom down here, my what are they called? Brigands? No, outlaws. The outlaws kind of muscle up to stop that general charging into my brigand. You can have one of my little troops of outlaws, but then the brigand will sit you down and then something will try and eat you. Maybe. I don't know. I just need to punch the middle out first. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right. This bolt thrower
Yep.
is going to shoot at your beast cap with their 4 wounds.
How?
Oh, yes. Five.
Yeah,
Just, right?
Just.
5s. And guess what?
2 hits.
2 bloody hits. I'm using different dice now. D3s. Okay, alright.
That's six hits. Yeah. This is where you shoot off my beast cab.
3s.
Oh, and they all wounds. 6 wounds. Puts them on 11.
Nice. Okay, well that was luck.
No, it happens.
Let's do it again now. Over here, so this guy's going to shoot this guy.
You've used up all your luck now. That's it,
Yeah,
yeah?
I know, right? Straight. 4s. 1 hits.
1 hit.
For 2. And then we're going to be on 3s.
Yeah.
2
2
wounds.
wounds.
On him. That's my 2.
2 wounds on him.
And then we've got all these guys, let's do them together. 16.
Yep.
5s and 5s.
Well, actually, no. The back ones will be on 6s.
No, you're height 5.
Oh, am I? Okay, I believe you.
They're big.
The big.
3 hits. 7.
I keep wondering why you don't reroll the ones.
Mate, I can't wait to play elves again. 5s again.
It's 2 wins.
2 wounds on him. 4.
Yeah. And you got the
Brigand's
brigand.
got 4. He's on 4s. Piercing 1. 2 hits. So
4s and 4s.
1 more.
Puts me on 5. That's very waverable.
It's waverable. That's all my shooting.
They're wavered.
Oh no, it's not. Bane chant from this guy onto these.
Onto the foot guard.
Goes off.
They are Bane chant.
From this guy onto these. Goes off.
Oh gosh.
We're Bane chanting all over the place.
Okay, watch as all the nerve rolls go for you as well, because everything's
go.
going your way and down to you.
Yeah, baby. Nerve here. What do I need? I need
14,
16,
16.
so 9.
9 plus 5 is 14, yeah.
So it's double 1.
Double ones. About time. About time.
Oh, there we go, double 1. That's sad.
I'm more worried about these guys, actually.
They're
Because
on
they're
6
carrying
wounds.
11.
11? Die!
11 plus
it's a waiver.
4 is 15. The 15, 17. Indomitable Will!
Let's go!
Thank God for Indomitable Will.
Thank God for Dodge Will, so that's a wave. That's disappointing. Well, good roll of shooting and then a 4 nerve rolls, but that's fine. Over here, so let's do this assassin guy.
Okay.
7 attacks, 3s and 2s. Oh dear. 4 hits.
What's my defense on the Fanatic Instigator? 3, yeah.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
She's dash 14, so I need an 11.
She is dash 14. Have you used this one before?
Yeah, that's not it. That's a 6.
Is that 3 wounds? 3 wounds.
Yes.
3 wounds.
Okay.
They're just going to duel for the whole of the rest of the game.
Oh yeah, it's just be a slap off. These guys here are 12 attacks.
Yep.
We hit on a 3.
You hit on a 3, you wound on a 3.
Wow. Okay, it's 11 hits.
Yeah. 11 out of 12 is pretty good. I'd take that.
So that would be 9, right? 2, 4, 6, 9 wounds.
9 wounds.
I'll take that.
Out of 12, yeah, that's alright.
So you're going to murder me now. So. 5 here, okay?
9 plus 5 is 14.
You're right.
Yeah, but they're a horde, aren't they? Yeah.
So 18 in the middle.
I was like, I know that's a waiver. I know. They're not a regiment.
It's 21, 23.
Yeah. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. Right.
3s and 2s then.
3s and 2s from these
Because
guys.
they've got
Vicious.
Thunder and Crush and another Crush.
So
I could do loads of these missing actually,
they
Steve.
do quite a few of them, so you're okay. And then 2s with Vicious. 2s rerolling 1s is the best roll in the game. I love it.
Yeah. This is why we like a sharp blade. Not in me
2,
too.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13
Oh dear.
from the Beast Cav.
Strong start from the Beast Cab.
Strong start from the Beast Cav. And then we're going to go 12 from the guys in the middle. We're on 3s and 3s. No, we're not. We're only crush
3s and 4s.
1, so 3s and 4s. 3. and 4s. Oh dear. Oh dear. 1 wound from there.
1 wound. That's just more like
That's
it.
pathetic.
This is almost survival. Depends what the giant rolls, really.
The giant gets 8 plus 5.
13.
Thank you. You will be familiar with my inability to.
Yeah. 4s and 2s. How much crash have you got?
3, 4, 5 million. Enough. 2s.
4s and 2s.
5 from the giant.
Okay, that puts us on a nice round 18.
18
18 wounds. It's quite a lot.
plus 6 is 24. It's dead.
Yeah.
And 9 is dead as well.
But wait, they had the crystal pendant of retribution on them.
I've just decided to add it into my list.
Oh,
I thought that would happen.
That is gross.
Well, triple attacks is what you need. 3 units to kill 1 unit. King's
Yeah.
So he's just going to turn like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this unit, if I pivot these bad boys,
Yeah. They're flush. They've got to pivot quite a lot.
to about there.
Yeah.
I just want to see if I can get them to. If I finish there, are you in the front? That's the question. Yes, very much so. And you can't get to their flank that you're in.
Essentially skipping.
Probably going to turn them a little more. So we're still front, but I can now clear you, and I go forwards. You happy that's still front?
Yeah. Well, not happy about it.
I mean, well, it's a thing, right? And that is the end of my go. It's your turn. 2, 3.
Right.
Okay, into turn 3 for Flo. So taking off that horde in the middle was an unpleasant shock, it's fair to say. And now there's a whole, problem in the middle there. So on the left-hand side, the foot guard come into the giant with the wizard right behind them, some Bane Chanty, and this kind of regiment of spears here just sits on the token because points. And then obviously the instigator goes back into my general to try and waver him. It's who can waver the other one first off. Well, instigators don't waver, they just die. The general down the bottom, looking at all of the outlaws, decides to go into the back outlaws because then at least the other outlaws can't charge them, which is fair enough. The brigands still can, but Flo spot something very cool, which I missed, which was a flank from the beast cavalry. So the beast cavalry looked at all the options available, and they were all bad. Don't charge my beast cavalry in the front and then get countercharged by foot guard. Charge a horde of spearmen, all bad options. So instead, she spotted a line of sight from her beast cavalry onto the other outlaws. They will die, but it'll allow her to position very nicely, or it should do. Let's see. The spearmen in the middle decided to stop the stare off with the other with pikes there, aren't they? The regiment of pikes is just staring at the horde of pikes. They will probably die in the long run, but we might as well give them a run for their money. So in they go. The assassin, who was in the middle here, in front of this curvy building, sits down my beast cavalry, just kind of hits them, and then Flo did something very clever, which you can't quite see from here, but her standard bearer stood in such a way that the beast cavalry could not rotate past him to flank or to rear charge, actually in the rear of the horde of polearms, which is tussling with my foot guard over here. So I'm going to have to charge the individual first, which means I will slide down, and if I kill the individual, assuming that assassin does do a wound to me, I would then be in the flank rather than the rear of the polearms, which I think is damage limitations or mitigations, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah. I'm resigned to their fate.
Well, I hit you on 5s, only if I charge with this guy.
Yeah. Okay, let's try a Bane chant on the.
Do it. Oh, yes.
Yes, they are Baney. They've got the double-handed weapons anyway.
So now crush 2?
Yep.
Nice.
Let's do some shooting this. So can I roll 8 against your?
Both at the same time or one?
Yeah,
one
is that
each?
okay?
Yeah, 16, right?
Yeah. How many of these dice have I got?
25.
So if I leave, no, I can't do that math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 5s and 5s?
5s and 5s. This is the official elf dice. See, 5s, man. 1, 2,
3.
3. Nice.
3 wins. It's elf dice for shooting.
Yeah, boy.
And the brigand is, brigand is 4s and 4s.
He is.
So that's 2 hits for 2 more wins.
So that's 5 total?
No,
3 plus 5? 3 plus 2 is 5?
3 plus 2 is 5, yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what I rolled for the first one.
3 wins. 5 total. So you need a 9 to waver.
That's all my shootering. What was I doing?
You were rolling nerve on the general?
Yeah.
What's that?
11.
That's 17, 16. It's dead. Again.
Oh no.
You didn't want that. Ah, that's better. He's fine.
Wavered or dead, but not dead and re-rolling.
Wavered is better.
Okay, let's do some melee. Over here first of all.
Let's do it. The fight of the century. I'm excited for
Okay,
this
so
one.
3 hits.
We're still on oh yes.
And
1 win.
1 wins.
Up to 2.
2 plus 7, 9. Come on. Let's do the general.
The general, okay.
7.
7 attacks, 3s and then 2s.
3s and then 2s.
That's it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
4 wins.
4 wins.
And they are 4 and 6 is 10.
10. They're dead, aren't they? Wavered.
They are 9, 11. They're wavered.
Wavered. That'll do. That'll stop them shooting.
So they had how many wounds? Is it 4? 3 wounds. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Standard for generals, isn't it? I've done 3 wounds. Well done, General. I'm a powerful dragon. Well, are you?
2, 4, 6, 8. Hold on, I've got 32. So this is 25, yeah?
25. You've got 36 attacks, right?
Okay, so 4s because I'm hindered apparently.
Yeah.
And
9 misses.
sorry?
You roll 25 dice and you've got 36 attacks. So another 11. Sorry, 11 misses you want to roll. That's a 3 there. Take your 3 out.
That misses.
That's in your hits.
Oh, I'll just turn that one over.
Okay, that's sorry, my bad. So then roll, if they've got 3, 6, roll all of those because that's all your misses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. So then 4's out there as well. Nice. A fair number of hits. And then 2s.
With vicious.
I love vicious.
Vicious
But
stuff.
elite just feels better.
Elite does feel better.
Okay, anything but?
Okay. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, double ones.
Many.
Yeah.
And again, please. Okay.
That is.
My outlook. I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
Hide in this corner. Where would you like to go?
They're wavered, aren't they?
They are.
And I'm not too worried about the individuals charging my rear. Because they don't get any improvement from that.
They've got 11.
Okay, let's kill a giant.
Sure.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 3s, and we've got crush 2, so
3s again.
3s and 3s. Let's go.
It's good.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 wounds on the giant. He's like that.
What's the giant's nerve like?
18, 20.
So 9 plus 7.
It's not enough.
16. It's a good start.
It's a bloody good start. He's not happy about that.
Okay, let's do the assassin onto your dracons.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Shit.
And piercing one, crushing one.
Crushing one, so 4s.
1 wound. That's all we needed. It's vicious, actually. Hold on.
Go for it.
2 wounds.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Spicy.
Okay, 2 plus. No. 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 Okay, these guys. 25 attacks.
Let's fucking go for it.
I
4s.
think.
Is it? I don't know. Your unit. Looks like it. 4s, they've got pole arms. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
4s, and are these shields?
Yeah, defense 5. So 4s and 4s. Yeah. Should be about 6 or 7 wounds, maybe.
Let's find out. I keep thinking all these wing shapes are a miss because they look like a 1 to me.
That's an elf helmet.
It's not a helmet.
It's the helmet. It's the elven helmet.
1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
That's rubbish.
That's terrible. Thanks for these curse dice.
You're welcome. Love you.
Okay, so 4 plus 7.
11. They're okay.
Okay, I needed them to die.
Sorry.
Well, that was my shitty third turn.
All right, into my turn 3. There was a critical thing, unfortunately, which I missed here, which was in reforming this Beast Cavalry unit. She turned it not quite far enough so that my giant was in the front. The giant, being height 6, could see over the foot guard unit it was fighting and losing against, and it could see the Beast Cavalry. And so he just turned 90 degrees, didn't need to withdraw, couldn't play with withdraw in the UK. Just turned 90 degrees and went straight into the front of the Beast Cavalry and finally gets the delicious treat of spanking Beast Cavalry, which he wants to. And they're already on 11 wounds, so that's really not fun for them. We continue fighting with Instigator at the top here. And then at the bottom, so in the middle, my Beast Cavalry go into the Standard Bearer, cleverly placed in front of them. So then slide down, making it a flank. My horde we've got to do the combat of the pole arms onto pole arms. It was like a wound or something anyway, but I countercharged there. And then my general, who was kind of loitering next to those pole arms, looked at that and thought, yeah, I don't really need to do that. What you need to do is to control this foot guard who spanked my giant. So he flies over. Looking at that, I'm not sure that's a legal move. I may have cheated because I'm height 5 and this unit of pole arms is height 2 on a height 3 hill. So I don't think I could see them. Might have cheated there. But, you know, that's how you win. Cheating. I'm sure we tested them. I'm sure we checked. I'm sure they can see them. Anyway, he flies into these foot guard. 20/20 hindsight. There. And my foot guard behind him then go into the assassin to try and control that. Down the bottom here, I have the brigand goes into the general. Down the bottom here. And I think... Oh, and then a countercharge at the top here. This pitiful display by her pole. Those are pole arms. What are these ones called down here? The spear guys. I wish I could remember things. It would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. So my foot guard countercharged the pole arm horde, as opposed to the pikes. Pike. Boy. Anyway, should we just let's look at some rolling.
Most important combat over here.
Most important combat.
2, 4, 6, 7. 3s and 2s.
Drum roll.
Still,
Absolutely.
3 hits. Incredible. 3 wounds though. He's up to 6.
She's dash 14.
Oh, 9 and 6 is 15.
Oh.
Goodbye to you, sir.
She doesn't inspire either.
Man, even. Yeah, that was my problem with her, with the assassin character. It doesn't inspire.
Well, that's really annoying.
It should inspire.
Now you can charge the rear of my pikes.
Well, then you turn around now, so. There you go. You can turn around.
Yeah, but then everybody else can charge the rear of the pikes.
Yeah, that's the plan. This guy over here, he's going to take the general out. I didn't shoot. I couldn't do my shooting. Sorry. I did my shooting.
We're playing the game in a different order.
Yeah.
Anyone watching this on YouTube is going to be like,
this is how we play now.
These two Muppets.
Well, this one doesn't even have anything to shoot.
No, there's literally nothing it can
because
see.
everything's in combat.
Yeah.
Everything.
Cool. They're wavered.
Can't see that.
Yeah.
They're in combat. He's in combat.
So it's... Yep.
So this is going to... Do nothing.
Nothing.
Right, over here though.
Okay, yeah, you've got some shots.
This is going to shoot that unit.
5s.
5s. 1 hit.
Oh.
4, 2.
Oh. 2s, probably.
Yeah.
They're not wearing any armour.
2 wounds. Crossbows. 6s.
Come on, crossbows.
Nothing.
No, that makes you cross.
That's what crossbows do. They don't do.
That makes you cross.
We are going to. I guess.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Do you want to do their nerve check?
Bane chance first. The Bane chant, the unit's right in front of them because it's all like a Bane chant. No.
Not today.
No. Is he within 12 of them? No. Oh, he's going to Bane chant this boy. He's going to Bane chant the Brigand. He does.
Yes.
He Bane chants so much.
So baney.
Back in version 2, that
baney.
had piercing.
Well, that's not going to make any difference, though, is it?
No, but it was broken, so it's just fine. Okay,
It's so
now
hard to get extra piercing. My poor elves. They really struggle against armor.
Yeah, that's why. Because shooting's so powerful already. These guys get a 10. That's dead.
And again, please.
And a 4.
They don't care.
And then nobody. Yeah.
And they've got Iron Resolve 9.
Shit, as if. That would be funny. I would
It's like playing Basilia.
So annoying. Oh, I resolved that. Well, why don't you go and fuck yourself? So, the Brigand.
The Brigand.
He's got 4 attacks.
He has got 4 attacks.
He's on 3s and 3s now.
3s and 3s.
He's had twice.
Oh,
2
he's
wounds.
done 2 wounds. That puts me on to 7.
7.
So 7 to waver and 9 to kill. What's a waver?
The Waver.
That's really annoying.
It's a Waver. That's what they do. They get Wavered.
They do get wavered, and I only brought one because it's a fun list.
It's on list, right? Okay.
I've got hordes of polearms.
I think the Order of Polearms is good.
It's just so cheap for 25 hits
Multiple
on
regiments
4.
of Polearms would be really fun.
Yeah.
Like, look at 5 regiments of Polearms. That's awful.
I've just got them for the aesthetic. You know, the puff sleeves and the bright colours.
Yeah, beautifully painted.
Thank you.
Painting
Painting all the slash sleeves took forever.
Yeah, so he gets 2d6. So he gets 8 to add to his 8, which is 16.
These guys are already carrying 11 wounds,
They are.
so I need your 4s to swing.
No problem. Here we go.
If you could manage to roll like
Just
2
like me.
hits, 2 hits.
It's going to swing. 2, 3. That's not. Anyway, he has hit that many times.
He has hit too many times.
And then 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds. Puts them on 18.
Okay, so double ones.
I have rolled 1 1. Unfortunately, I rolled a 6 with it.
Luckily, they're close to the general, who's very inspiring.
And a 7.
That's the one, isn't it?
I rolled a double 1 and a double 6 across those 4 dice.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Well, that's really frustrating that your giant was able to get out of that bind.
I was quite pleased with it, to be honest.
Yeah, let's say we're about to flank charge, rear charge pretty much everything across the board.
So he's just going to turn around. The general then is 7.
Okay. Not too scared about the general.
You should be. He's freaking terrifying. 3s. Oh no, you shouldn't be because he can't hit. I forgot about that. 3 hits. 2s. 3 wounds on your foot card.
Yeah.
Double 6. Nope.
No. Where's the 2 on this dice? There we go.
And then the foot guard on the assassin.
Okay. 12s. What's the armor like on an assassin?
Probably low, right?
Probably low. 4.
So we are off the hill. I'm just 1. So
Yeah. So 3s and 3s.
Six.
6. And an assassin is 10, 12.
6 and 7 is dead. Is he inspired?
Don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't know
he
who's
is
been.
Stradivarius then.
Oh yes.
Oh, a 6. Let me reroll that because that's cocked. And still cocked. It's the same number though. He really wants to roll a 6. All right.
You've killed the assassin. You've assassinated him.
I've assassinated him. He's fully assassinated. We're going to turn like that.
I forgot to use his scythe at the harvester when he was shooting at your foot guard.
He did. So I have another wound just in case.
If you like. He would have rolled an extra 2 attacks that would have both missed.
Oh, I'll put it back on. I'm going to stay facing him until I get irritated.
If that, that was worth doing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But 15 points well spent, I'd say.
You know what? We had fun. That's most important. These guys are 12. We are on 3s.
Who's got 12? For them.
Foot guard.
You going with them first?
Yeah. I get 2 blows to your nerve. That's a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds.
Wow.
Puts you on
8 plus 9 is 17, yeah.
Here's your first nerve roll. That's dead.
Again, please.
And an 8. Dead again.
8 plus 9 plus, yeah. That's good. I can't even bother doing the maths, but it's enough.
It's lots.
It's enough, yeah.
Um,
Wow! They just took out a horde and didn't even get scratched.
That
It took
was
4
But
wins.
they did an obscene first round, didn't they? They were gross on the first round.
They don't even have any crush or anything. Look, they're on the hill.
Yeah, we know where it is.
It's just such a light unit. It's all these
Let's
3D
do
cast.
the Beast Cavalry. Oh, no. That's my dice.
You have rolled out of the park today, Steve. I don't like to blame your dice, but
Oh, the bitter, brutal irony. This is, it's called revenge.
it goes both ways, yeah.
These guys on your little standard bearer on 3s.
Come on, Standard Era. Just bounce the
They
wyverns.
only crushed 1, so 3s again.
With
Rerolling
vicious.
ones.
With vicious.
No,
Not the
vicious
new
if they-
two.
No, and no 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, a lot.
So you can't
And
argue.
once. I should have
Double
done
one,
this.
please. You killed the Standard Bearer.
I know, right?
This game needs more options on Standard Bearers.
I tend to agree.
Like you should have you can choose when you take a Standard Bearer. Like if you want an aura or rally or very inspiring or something.
Ooh,
That'd be cool,
I like
wouldn't it?
I do like that. What the Beast Cavalry going to do?
I don't know. My whole sense gone. That's it. My whole sense is gone.
They're just going
I've got the outlaws, a wavered general.
Look, these guys, pole arms, and these guys.
Yeah.
These guys are 20. No, they're 30 attacks. Spears.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping these big infantry hordes might not fold without actually getting a roll of dice themselves.
No defense, though, isn't it?
The defense 5.
Yeah, but you let me triple charge them.
You chose to triple charge them.
I did. You let me.
You didn't have to do it.
It's true. So we'll play again in a minute.
There will be,
30.
at this rate, there will be time for the game. Yeah.
Yes. We'll get some food and then come back. They're open late. 5s.
5s. 5s and 4s. Because you've managed to not Bane chant them.
Yes, because I suck at Bane Chant. Well, I've done very well at Bane Chant today. Just the one roll I didn't do. So, and then 4s.
It's a great big scary horde.
6.
They've done 6 wounds, puts me up to 7. They're 13, 15. You knew that already. 7 plus 6 is 13. They're wavered. But they will use their Indomitable Will.
Indomitable Will!
Not that it matters because they're going to get recharged by wyverns next turn.
You're 4.
They're actually on top of them, the wyverns. I'm just going to move them slightly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, a short turn. I don't wish to preempt things, but I was there, so not wishing to foreshadow over much. But it is looking a little bit dire for the inferior kingdoms of men on that side. So we have we've got a couple of outlaws and a brigand left, and they've got some foot guard staring down at them. There is a regiment of pikes, which are repeatedly called something else. What do I call them? Pole arms. They're pikes, a regiment of pikes, but they have got beast cavalry facing their rear, which is not fun. There is a regiment of foot guard with two-handed weapons, but they've got stuff to fight that they don't like down here. And then, they've got a general in front of them for a start. They have to chew through a general, and then they have to chew through a regiment of foot guard and a giant. The giant does have 9 wounds. There is a wavered general down here. And then there is another horde of pikes, or regiment of pikes down here. And they are between a rock and a hard place because no matter what happens to the other foot guard, they are going to be charged by something, possibly not in the front or the flank, but they'll be spinning round and round while that general flies around them, and there's 2 turns to go. So, yeah. Anyway, let's proceed onwards.
Cool. That's going to be my best option, I think. It's probably Bane Chant on the foot guards. That'll do.
Yeah.
Double Bane Chant. Let's do the rest of my shooting. So 8 dice from them. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5s and 5s.
Oh, 5 there. Oh, it's 4. I'm sorry.
I know, this is really confusing. These dice are terrible.
6, shut up. Beautiful.
5s and 5s again?
Yep.
Oh no, he would have passed.
Nothing. Gonna take a shot at
Do
these.
it.
4 and
4s and 2s.
2s.
Yeah.
6s and 1s. That's all these. Yeah, there we go. 2 wins on them.
They're on 7.
Okay, so that's my shooting. 7 plus 3
is 10.
I don't care. 6 plus.
Ooh, 9, 15. And that is, they're 14, 16. So they're
14,
wavered.
16. They wavered, but they've got Indomitable Will.
Of course they have.
Yeah. They're going to use their Indomitable Will. Obviously, they're going back into them. Let's do some melee. So 12 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 actually, aren't they? Because they're a spear regiment. 15 dice on 4 5s and 4s.
The bloke's going into other stuff.
A wound!
A wound, a veritable wound. They're on 3.
Okay, and a double 6. No. These guys are Bane Chanted.
This is going to be dead.
I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3s and 3s.
No, you still don't get it.
3s.
Oh, that's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds plus
8.
the 5. They
13. He's on 13 and he's dead again.
Dead once. Dead twice.
Oh, noble dead. Gold leader.
Thing is, I do think if it scatters.
Turn to face the giant, I guess. Turn to face the giant. Turn to face, move, step backwards. Step backwards. Might not roll enough inches. Got to be turn to face the giant.
Hello. He's on 9 wounds, so you can kill him quick.
Yeah, he's going to charge me. They've got to survive it. They're only carrying 2. That's my turn.
Alright, this is one of the tough things with flyers in your army, is that when they're in the late game and facing all sorts of directions, then things start to come apart a little bit. So, up at the top, foot guard go into these outlaws, because I want to be moving my miraculously not dead crossbows up to take that token, and if not, then the foot guard can take it. The beast cavalry go into the rear of those pikes that are being piked in the front. The foot guard in the middle go right up towards that token, because that's worth 3 points to me. The giant then comes into the front of this crushing 1 foot guard. And the general that the enemy pikes have turned to face on the left hand side, they're sitting on a token, decides to come to the rear of these foot guard, because my giant is very, very badly hurt. And down at the bottom, I decided to take a chance. There's a wavered general, and rather than charge him again with a brigand, I decide I'm going to shoot him. I've got 1 bolt thrower, my brigand, and a troop of outlaws, and we're all going to try and shoot him and hope we shoot him off. If not, we're in trouble. And I believe that's my turn.
So we're going to crossbows on 6s still. 1, 2, 6s.
I was kind of hoping you hadn't seen it.
Yeah, no. It's 2 hits from them.
I was like, let's just talk about what's going on at this end of the board.
2s. 2 wounds on these bad boys.
Oh yeah, they've got piercing, haven't they?
Yeah. And the bolt thrower is going to do the same. Why not?
Why not?
5s. 1 hit.
For 1 on a 2. Puts back to 3 wounds. It's probably enough to kill them.
Probably.
The most pitiful peasants.
He's going to try and do this then. So we've got 4 shots for the brigand.
Oh, stop shooting him.
1 hit. 4s. 1 wound.
Oh, great.
So up to
6.
He was on 7, right? Because we've got 2 dice. Took it up? Because he was.
Yes, I don't know.
Well, it said. Let's go.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah,
He's on 7.
It's on 7. I don't know.
These guys have got 8s, 5s.
I mean, it makes sense, to be honest.
1 hit.
At this point,
I'm not sure whether there'd be a 5 and a 1.
Nope.
No wind? Oh, good shooting, peasants.
These guys on a 4.
we'll just say you open that.
They're just very tired. They've had a busy day.
Yeah.
4D. Okay, that's a corner. Impressive.
For
1 and nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
So he may live.
may live. Okay, let's find out. 7 plus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
7 plus.
7 plus 10 is dead.
17 is dead. Can you re-roll that?
7 plus 3 is 10. He's high.
Hooray!
No longer wavered general.
You know what he's going to do?
He's going to piss off. He's going to run away. Graves to Robin. Nobody run away. Nerve over there for these guys.
3 plus.
7 is 10. Waver.
They're 10, 12, yeah. They don't get indomitable because they're peasants.
They are peasants.
They're just not that indomitable.
So the 2 standard bearers killing a wizard. It's the most exciting combat in the entire game.
Yeah.
Two attacks on a 5.
One of them's hit.
One's hit, and a 4.
Oh,
times.
what a shame. What a shame.
Do it again with feeling, please.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, thank you. No. 21.
This is why I love the elf standard bearer. Because his aura applies to himself and he gets an extra 3 attacks. So he's got 4 attacks and it's elite.
General in the rear is going to be 3s and 2s.
Oh.
General don't do anything. Whoops.
2s, yeah, because they're... Let's put some wounds on there.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay, I've got 2 on already.
So 11.
Yeah.
The giant gets 2, so he's got 10 attacks.
Yeah, so 4s and 2s. So they're on 9.
He's not messed up for once.
Oh no, I know. They're going to get squished.
4 wounds.
Okay, so 9 plus 4 is 13. So they're 14, 16. So
Plus brutal. Once and twice.
yeah, I'm not sure the rest. Well, there goes my last chance of stealing those points there.
Sorry. Turn around.
I could really have done with him not taking off the fanatic instigator so easily.
That's the problem with instigators.
Yeah.
They're fun, but they just can't hold up on their own.
Well, the
They need to be with their
dash
troops.
14. Yeah.
It's so tempting to whack wings on them. I think they're better with a bunch of fanatics.
No, fanatics are rubbish.
I'm going to double on these guys because
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm tired.
I mean, this is like 57 of
You only get it if you
yeah, on 3s and 2s with vicious.
Oh, turn around. Turn around. Bright eyes. Do you want to go back with the anybody? Just hanging around there. These guys have got 24.
I'm not sure. You can turn like that, Steve. This is the width of the regiment, and with the hordes and these guys are both. I think they're going to bash into each other. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. They're only 8 centimetres away from each other. Just
We
now.
are on 4s. I don't. Maths is not my strong. Ooh, that's bad.
4s. Yeah, they are indid.
Yeah.
Indid.
Indeed.
Indid. They are indid. And then they're on 3s because I have no armor.
2, 4, 7.
Okay, so add to the 2 they've got is 9. It's
9
dead
and 5
ones.
is dead and dead.
Brutal.
We'll roll forwards just in case we clear the obstacle. We don't. But we try, and that's the most important thing.
I think you'll bump into the brigands.
Boink. Oh, we do clear the obstacle, but I said words. Boink. Hello.
Boink.
Whose wins are they? Yours.
There's, yeah.
It is your goal.
It is my go.
And that is pretty much that. I think at the end of the game, Flo does gain this 1 token on the left, which is held by these pikes because killing them is a lot to do because they are phalanx and snare. General on the bottom does cark it because he gets eaten by General. My General eats his General and the Outlaws at the top, so I end up with 3 of the 4 tokens, 6 out of the 7 points. But that's what you get for bringing fun, quote-unquote, fun list when you're being recorded on the internet. And I was playing, I only had 1 list because I only had 1 army to carry with me because I was travelling. So it's my tournament list. So yeah, I think Flo was very generous spirited to do so, to throw herself to the wolves of the of my army. And I would say she did a lot better than I did at the tournament report, a report on which will be coming very soon. And where you'll see the highs and lows of playing Kingdoms of Men when you are not the most skilled player in the world. We actually went on to play another game after this, and it was just as much fun. It was a cracking time. We explored the wonders of all the shops, fast food eateries. I've got to say, the game shop in Aldershot, amazing. I spent far too much money there. Really great shop. I really enjoyed playing Flo, and I hope to play her again soon, although not her Sylvankin because they are evil. Cool, well that's it for this battle report. Tournament report coming soon from Warfare, the second biggest tournament in the UK after Clash of Kings. That was really fun. What a great tournament it was. I'll tell you all about that very, very soon as I've done that battle report. In the meantime, see you soon. Love you all. Bye.